Today we are gonna make skillet chicken pot pie. This is literally the easiest way to make a homemade pot pie. The skillet chicken pot pie has all the classic flavors of a regular pot pie, a flaky crust, a delicious creamy filling, but my favorite part is it makes in one pan. My name's Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. Welcome friends. We are on a mission to teach all families how to make easy, delicious meals at home, including the skillet chicken pot pie. Let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Before we head to the skillet, first we need an onion. You want a half an onion diced. I am using a yellow onion. You can use white as well. And as always, we will be cheating today and using our veggie chopper. I love this thing. It's the quickest way to dice up your veggies in no time at all. And as always, everything we use in today's video will be linked in the description below. I like to quarter the onion, put it in there, and you get beautifully chopped onions every time. That's the only ingredient we need to prep today. So let's head to the skillet to get our filling cooking. Heat your large skillet over medium-high heat. Now I'm using a cast iron today, but any oven-safe skillet will work great. Melt 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan and go ahead and add in just a little bit of olive oil. I'm doing about a tablespoon. Then add that diced onion and we're gonna saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're nice and softened. Once those are softened, we're gonna add in a little bit of garlic. I'm doing 2 teaspoons pre-minced garlic. You can mince your own. If you do 2 cloves minced. We're just gonna let this cook for about 30 seconds until you can smell the garlic, but you don't want it to burn. Then sprinkle on a 1/3 cup all-purpose flour. I'm just sprinkling it even on top, and then we're going to stir this and let it cook for about a minute, stirring the whole time. The reason that we do this is to get that flour flavor out, because we don't want our pot pie to taste like chalky, so this is gonna help just cooking it before we stir in our sauce. Slowly add in 2 cups of chicken broth. I've added about 1 cup, and then I'm just gonna stir to help that flour get dissolved. Once that's combined, I'll add in the remaining cup. Be careful, don't splash it out like I just did. The mixture will thicken, and that's completely normal. That's what we're wanting. I'm gonna go ahead and add in that remaining cup and just stir it in to get it combined. Just a little tip, if it's not like dissolving, get your whisk out and just give it a gentle stir to get that flour incorporated. You really just don't want chunks of flour in your pot pie. So since this is a cast iron, we don't gotta worry about scratching it up. You can just whisk away. Then add in 1 cup of milk and whisk that together as well. And we're just gonna heat this for a couple of minutes until it starts to thicken. Mine is already thickening up, so it's not gonna take long. Once it starts thickening, reduce the heat down to medium so it doesn't burn while we add in our other ingredients. Now we're gonna add in our 2 cups diced or shredded chicken. This is the best time to use up those leftovers. Now let's add in our veggies. I'm doing 1½ cup frozen mixed veggies. Mine are the peas, corn, carrot, green bean mix, but you can use any that you like or already have on hand. Now to add in our seasoning. Start with a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme leaves, and a 1/2 teaspoon of dried parsley. Just stir to combine all these ingredients. Turn the heat back up to about medium-high if you turned it down, and we're just gonna let this simmer for 2 to 3 minutes to combine all the flavors. Then remove it from the heat, and we're gonna get the crust added next. You'll just need 1 refrigerated pie crust and carefully roll it out, and then carefully lay it right on top. If it doesn't fit, you can crinkle up the ends as needed, but mine looks like a perfect fit. Next, we're gonna cut slits in the top. So originally I was gonna use my favorite knife, but I'm afraid it'll ruin my beautiful crust. So I'm gonna use this serrated steak knife instead. We're going to just carefully cut some slits to let the steam out as it bakes, so the sauce will thicken as it cooks. Now I'm doing 4 in mine. Honestly, you can do however many you want. And if you're feeling fancy, you can do designs as well. You do you. And now for a little egg wash. So an egg wash anytime we're baking helps that beautiful golden brown on the top and adds a ton of color. So all you gotta do is whisk one egg with the tiniest whisk we've ever seen that we make fun of, but we love. Then I use a basting brush and we're just gonna baste it on top. You do not have to use all of the egg. You're just wanting to baste a thin layer over that dough so it gets nice and crispy and is a beautiful color when it bakes. As always, friends, everything I use in this video is linked in the description below, including my pan, my baby whisk, and this cute little basting brush. Oops, I almost messed that up, but I fixed it, don't worry. Only thing left to do is to bake. Bake for 18 to 22 minutes until the top is a nice, beautiful golden brown. While it's cooking, I want to give you 2 money-saving tips. You can definitely make your own pie crust if you prefer. I will link a recipe in the description below. Super easy to do. And if you buy a pie crust, they always come in a pack of 2, so make sure you freeze the other one for a future pot pie. I've let it rest for about 15 minutes, and now it's ready to serve. When I cut, I just cut right down the slits. And then I cut in between each slits as well. And then it's time to serve. I like using my pie server, and remember there's no bottom crust, so it is gonna be sloppy, so be prepared. I'm gonna use my hand to keep that top on. Perfect. My favorite part on this recipe is that nice flaky crust. It's a little bit lighter and not as doughy as some other pot pies that I have. Oh, and it's my favorite. So good. And that literally is how easy dinner is. Make sure that you are liking and subscribing because we're all about these easy, affordable dinners, and I do not want you to miss out. And if you love budget-friendly meals as much as we do, make sure you check out our next video.